Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to our YouTube channel Home Tuts for You. Friends, in last two sessions, we have seen that how to create new project in Android Studio, as well as we have seen some of the folder structure that we get when we create new application in Android Studio. Then in the last session, we have created one basic application in which we have seen the basic text view, edit text, buttons, and we have implemented these in one application where we take three inputs, three edit text to take input from the user. And when we click on the button, then the same values we have shown below this button using the three different text views. So in last session, we have developed this application and we have run that application in Android virtual device. So now today we have to see that how to create AVD, because if you are new to Android Studio and you are creating your application on the very first time, then there will be no any Android virtual device available for you. So in that case, if it is not available, then you have to create that Android virtual device to test your application. Friends, when we develop any application, then it is best practice to test that application on different devices, because it should not be the case that your application will run on one device on one configuration and it will not run on any other devices or some of the devices. So it is a best practice to test your application on different devices with different configuration. So Android allows us to create different Android virtual devices, and each device has different configuration. So we'll see that how can we create Android virtual device in Android Studio. Like, as you can see on the right hand side panel, this is my Android virtual device and it is running under my device manager. So if it is not available, then for that you have to first find the device manager tab on the right hand side of your screen, or here it is an icon of device manager. So if it is not already visible to you, then find this tab or icon and click on it. Now, one panel will be open where you can see the devices which are available right now. It means we have already created these devices. If it is not available, means you are new to Android Studio, then there will not be this kind of list. So in that case, you have to find either the create device button, or here it may be the plus icon. So if you find this create device button or plus icon, then click on this button. Then one window will be pop up where it shows that select a hardware. So here we have to see or we have to select the different size of the Android virtual device that you want to create. Now here there are a number of options available that which kind of size you want to create, like Pixel 6, 5, 4a, 4, etc. But before that, here again in the left hand side panel, there are multiple options, that phone, tablet, Wear OS, desktop, TV, automated. It shows that for which kind of devices you want to create a device. Means if you want to create a phone device, or whether you want to create a tablet or wearable devices like smartwatch, or if you want to create desktop or TV. So we can create these kind of virtual devices. So initially we are moving with the phone devices. So now here are multiple options available, from which we have to select one of the screen size that we want to create. So let's say we'll create here Pixel 6, means its size is 6.4 inch, resolution is 10802 2400, and density is 420 dpi. So if it is not available, then you just have to click on the refresh button. So the list will be pop up in front of you, and you have to select one of the screen size and then you have to click on the next button. Now here again you can see that it is asking for the system image. So on that device that we have already selected, on that device which type of configuration you want to install, that we have to specify over here. Now here there are number of options available, that release name, its API level, its system image and target. So we have to select that on which type of configuration we want to test our application. Now, as you can see here, there are number of options available like vanilla ice cream, tiramisu privacy, API 35, API 34, and in front of each configuration there is one button which is of download button. So if you have not seen any of the configuration which is already installed, then you have to select that which type of configuration you want to install. So for that you have to click on this download button, and that kind of system image will be downloaded on your system. Okay, now as you can see, before this Oreo it is not shown that downloaded button. It means that it is already downloaded. Okay, so we can move with this system image. Here it is already downloaded, but if it is not downloaded, then we have to first download any of the system image, and then it will be shown like this. Means in front of this there will not be any download button. So now we'll select this Oreo over here and click on the next. Now here we have to specify name for that particular device. Here we are showing Pixel 6 API 26.2, but if it is not uh, as per your requirement, or you want to change that name, then you can change over here like test on Pixel 6. And finally, we have to click on the finish button. It will take some time, so we have to wait for that. Now, as you can see over here, that your device is created and it is shown in the list where we have created all other devices. So now we want to test our application on newly created device. So what we have to do, we have to change the selected devices over here. See, this is the newly created device that we have just created. Just we have to select this device and then we have to run our application. So what will happen? It will stop the earlier created devices and our application will be launched on our newly created device. As you can see at the bottom side of window, the progress is going on. So we have to wait till the progress is complete and our application will be launched on our newly created device. Now, as you can see here, our Android virtual device or AVD is launched and our application is also installed on this AVD. Now, let's check whether it's working or not. So we'll enter some value over here. Say age is something and salary is something. And when we click on button, then it is showing us we have the values that we have already entered. Okay, so it means that it's working. We have run our emulator test on Pixel 6 that we have just created, and it's working properly. So here friends, we have seen that how can we create Android virtual device or AVD in Android Studio, and how can we run our application in that newly created device. So if you are seeing that this application, if you want to know about this application, that how can we create, so we have discussed this in the earlier two videos, and I recommend you that first you watch those videos, so you will get a brief insight about the app, that how can we create, how we have used this text view, edit text button, and how we have implemented our logic that on click of this show button, how to display this text in this text view. So please watch. And if you like this video, then please do like, subscribe my channel, and share with your friends. And if you have any query, then please comment in the comment box. Now, in next session, we'll see some other controls in Android, and how to implement those controls in Android Studio. So till then, bye bye. Thank you.